guys, and welcome back. This is Chosenarchitect, and today we're jumping back into some more All the Mod 7 to the Sky. Hope you guys are ready. Real quick, wanted to mention it is World Download Day. That means those of you who are supporters of any tier on any platform will get access to the world downloads. And to do that, all you gotta do is join the Discord, link down in the description below, or go to discord.gg/Chosenarchitect, and the world downloads are listed there. Of course, the easiest way is just to become a premium member over on the Discord and join that way if you're really interested in those world downloads. But of course, let's get on with today's video. So today I'm actually kind of happy because this update brought some new features that I have been missing. Yeah, now when we open up our applied logistics table, look at this. We got our search bar back, and I am so happy our search bar is back up here instead of me having to constantly use this to be in JEI synchronized. So they changed up how this works. So you can use AE and then search tooltips, all this good stuff. And it now allows you to sync with JEI search or specifically use JEI. Oh, it's so good. Like you can see, look at this. I can now search up here and it works instead of me going down here and clearing all the time. I can just utilize what's already available. Ah, that is fantastic. That's one thing that's made my day so far. Now, first thing on my to-do list for today is I want to go ahead and get another simulation chamber set up with another loot fabricator and have it setting right beside it. But this one is going to be a wither skeleton. So I need to go back and get this set up. So hostile mobs, let's go ahead and that way I can go ahead and get like wither stuff set up. I don't know, does the wither, actually we might be able to just fight the wither. What is the wither prediction? It just gives us nether stars. I mean, I could just do this and just go with this method and just kill withers on their own. We could do that and then just build a data model, but I mean, I feel like that would take a little bit of time. You know what? I think for right now, what I'm going to do is I am just going to kill some wither skeletons. So let me go ahead and make this just like I was planning on doing. And I should be able to get everything up and running. After I get this made up, this will get processed. And what I'll be doing is I'll just having it produce wither skeleton skulls for us. And we'll have a constant supply of them. It's always so horrifying in this dimension. Like, for one, you got this going on. These guys. All right, let me pop this open. I gotta place this in here. Kill a couple of these guys. Goodness. And I've got to kill quite a few. I'm gonna go ahead and just try and get this to self-aware if I can. That way it'll be going as fast as, you know, possible. And just like that, I have a self-aware. That wasn't too bad. So after getting all the routing set up, it's actually quite easy. I went ahead and just set up an extract on the new one and then insert on here. I did set a priority. I don't know if that's going to matter on the loot fabricator. So it checks it first to be able to put those in, those predictions in. And then of course, extracting out of the fabricator and everything's working. So this is generating skulls at a pretty nice rate, which is perfect. So long as we have these skulls generating, like just over time, they're going to build up in our system, and that is going to be fantastic. It's really nice to have this early on. I would still consider myself pretty early on. So with that out of the way, let's get into something a little bit more complicated. So what do I mean by complicated? Well, I want to get into cross-dimensional applied energistics. Yes, we are going to be entangling some things and getting started with that because I want to get this set up in the Twilight Forest because I want to use the Twilight Forest as not only like a space where I can work with ours, but I also want to use it for bees later on. It's just going to be a really nice space. And I think those themes really fit that area. But to do that, I'm going to need access to my system, my storage for everything. So to do that, we've got to get into some cross-dimensional storage. And well, to do it with this mod, it's a little bit more complicated than refined storage. Let me go ahead and show you exactly what we need to get into. First of all, we are going to need a singularity. Thank goodness I have one that was a little bit of a bonus. So I do not have to make this. But if you do want to know how to make it, you do need a 64K component or storage drive, and I believe you can feed this just water. So you have a sink, and you can just go ahead and feed this with water with a, I don't know, integrated dynamics is really fast. So you could do that, or in my case, I just used some cobblestone gens, and I generated a singularity. Of course, the singularity is used for some things, but I used it for the universal press, but this thing actually can be broken down and exploded. And if we do that, it's quite awesome. We can do this by splitting this into two different parts, basically, and those two parts will be linked together, thus a singularity. So we need to use this in combination with 2 quantum link chambers. So let's see, we're gonna need glass. Yeah, I figured we were gonna need a bunch of glass. So yeah, we need a quantum link, 2 quantum link chambers, because these are gonna have to be identical in both worlds. 2 quantum link chambers, these are what we're gonna put the 2 broken in half singularities, or 2 mixed singularities. They're gonna go into the link chambers. That's how things are gonna link. And then each one of these link chambers need to be surrounded by a quantum ring. So we need 8 on each, so 16. So we need 16 of these. White wool. I believe the white wool is actually for, it's going to be used for the cabling, because it actually requires some dense cable for this. Dense cable, of course, costs a lot of wool. So we'll get that crafted up. 16 of those. What else is it missing? Oh, quartz fibers and fluix. I should have recipes for this. So before we get this all set up, let's actually change some things real quick. Let's go ahead and pop this off, and we are going to extend our controller here up 1 block. I think this cabling I don't really need anymore. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put my point, because this is how I'm actually powering this network. But up top, I'm going to be using a dense cable. Let's see, let's make some smart dense cable. So I'm going to go ahead and make this, and this is actually what I'm going to use to connect this system. So hopefully this will work. So let's go ahead and make our entangled ring. What I'm going to do is I'm going to build it sideways up top here, and it is going to connect via this cable. So I'll place down my quantum link. It is going to be connected right there. And then the ring is going to be generated around this, and this should generate a multi-block, hopefully connecting. Otherwise, I'm going to have to connect it to the side. Either way, this should look pretty cool once we get it set up. So there's the multi-block, and I am noticing this is not connecting. So let's grab the dense cable. Let's go ahead and make, what, 1 more? 2 more. 2 more of the dense advanced, because this is going to have to go on both, I guess. And this should connect to the outer side. Yes, there we go. So it is connecting to the ring. I just wish it connected to the middle part. All right, so let's figure out how to do the singularity here. So with the singularity, a simple way to obtain a singularity is to pump water in a matter condenser. Okay, that's pretty simple. But what I want to know is splitting this into the singularities. I believe we have to blow it up. So yes, what I'm looking for is the quantum entangled singularity. So to create, drop 1 singularity and 1 ender dust, and cause an explosion within range. So ender dust is something we need. Ender dust from applied energistics. So some sort of, I'm assuming there's a better way to get this. Okay, we can put this in an inscriber. I'm not too concerned about that, or an advanced subscriber. There's also the pulsating, and there is the 2 crushing. I think I'm just going to put it in an inscriber. So just like that, get that thrown in there. Now, I believe AE has something called tiny TNT. Yes. And I believe we can use this just in the base. Let's get a lever. And we should be able to use this in combination with this. Okay. So, tiny TNT, place you down. Now, I'm going to place a lever right here. And then I'm going to drop these 2 items, make sure my magnet is turned off. drop this here and this here. Come on, I don't want to pick them up. What's making me pick them up? Okay, they're next to each other. Do this and... Oh, no, don't! Oh, man. You know what? I kind of deserve that. I feel like I deserved that for not anticipating the explosion. Well, at least I showed it can happen. All right, well, this is... I should have showed this in the first place. Export all fluids, and it is filling. I don't know if this is actually the best cable to use for this. Well, I know laser IO would be really fast. I bet laser IO would probably be faster, but I mean, this is kind of fast. I mean, we can give it a shot. This is kind of a pain though, with the way, I don't know how much fluid this is doing, but on the up, I have this in. I'm trying to make this go higher. Let's put this on the down. Fluid. I mean, it's going pretty fast. It's just that I have to just sit here and click this and keep clicking to go up. Oh, this is painful. So literally to get this going, I set up a macro just so I can get this to the max. I think there might be a bug. Maybe that number was meant to increase this higher than the current amount that was set, but this apparently is its max, which is going pretty fast. I would definitely say that's going pretty fast. Can you put multiple fluids inside here and all have them all extracting that way? Unfortunately, I'm just not seeing a big difference from one versus having multiples in it. But we are about to get the thing we need, which is another one. This time, I'm not going to make the huge mistake that I made last time. Okay, this time I'm going to give it a shot over here. It's probably still going to break the ground, or actually I could probably just go ahead and... No, my area is even protected, so interesting that it did blow up. Let's place this here, and then remember this and this go next to each other. Oh boy. Yeah. Okay, so that worked. It successfully worked this time. Perfect. And now I can go ahead and fill this back in as if nothing happened. Now, I have two quantum entangled singularities. This is what's going to allow me to link these together. So all I have to do is pop in here, and in this middle chamber, one of the quantum entangled goes here. Now, these two are linked together. That's why they can stack. So keep that in mind. They are linked together, so you will need one or the other. We need to take this one and build the same contraption in our other dimension, which is going to be the Twilight Forest. Now, at the moment, I think what I'm going to do is just place it here on the back wall. So I just need to place this around like so, and this in the middle right there. And then we put that in, and technically this should be linked. Now I have no way of seeing anything just yet, but this should be linked and we should have power. So let's go ahead and get the same stuff that we used to link. Yeah, you can see there's stuff going on in there. Let's go ahead and get the wireless set up so that way we can access our network. All we need is, I believe, just the wireless adapter and some range cards. So, moment of truth. If I place down the cable and I place down the wireless access point, is it going to work? It does say device offline, which I do not like. It's not working exactly. Why? I almost wonder if I need to use a Fluix cable here to connect. Instead of a dense. That's right. I cannot use dense cables to connect things. I'm a total derp. That was my flaw. All right, let's go back and check. Oh boy, this will be fun. Let's see. Do I have access? It did turn blue, which should be a good sign. This one is still not blue. It is not working. Do I have to provide this with power? Well, that was exactly the problem. I needed power. We actually need power for this to work. I guess the power does not carry over, which is kind of interesting, unlike refined storage. So, yeah, as you can see, I have a point that works cross-dimensionally for power. We also have an acceptor, and the energy acceptor is just providing the quantum ring with power, and we have access. Look at that. Yes, this is perfect. Now we have access to our items, which is going to make getting into this mod a whole lot cooler. Now, I've got a project I want to work on. I want to go ahead and around this tree, I want to get a nice area cleared out. So instead of clearing an area out, I think I'm just going to add to this. And I think that's going to be a lot better because a lot of this area is already higher up. It's just, as you can see, this area over here is a bit lower down, just by 1 block. So this should clear all this out. I can even do this liquid that's here. Really don't know what this liquid is, but it's getting clear. All of this. I'm just laying out a bunch of dirt. Very nice. Okay, now I may have gotten a little bit carried away. And I'm so sorry. I did a little bit of off-camera work. It was just, I just got carried away, okay? Don't be mad at me. Boom! I decided to just get a little bit of an area going here. And I still have all the same back here. But I wanted a little, like, walk out area just to make things look a little bit better. And not have, you know, everything so cluttered, like, as soon as I spawn in here. I can walk out. Got a nice little deck area, I guess you can say. Put a little ferro lanterns all over the place so we have it all nice and lit up. And I think this is going to be a fantastic place to work on more of the Ars Nouveau. Oh yeah, there is so much more. And bonus, there is now full quest line for it. So if you really need a really in-depth like starter on what all items you need, this is a great starting path. Honestly, I think this is great. It explains all of this stuff, it's really kind of nice to just see everything in this format. But yeah, I went ahead and tried my best to go ahead and just recheck everything that I had already gotten. The only thing I couldn't do was the glyphs that I already currently have. However, this does reward you with some glyphs. So pretty nice actually to get started. So just a little bit of a taste of the Ars. Let's go ahead and make something really cool. We're going to get into rituals really quick. So first of all, I want to make a Dominion wand because I might need this. So to do this, I believe I need the enchanting apparatus. Let's see, Dominion wand. Yeah, enchanting apparatus. So I think the stick just goes in the center. And the pedestals, looks like I am going to have to put some pedestals a little bit closer. Just like this. Boop, boop. I am running out of room in here, but okay. This will probably end up going on its own level eventually. All right, first things first, let's go ahead and make this. It's going to cost 2 source gems, and then a gold, and then a stick. And there we go. This is going to create a Dominion wand. This is going to allow us to control our summons, because there's a lot of summons that you can do in this mod. So, here we go. Dominion wand. All right, let's go ahead and talk about this. So this is the ritual brazier. Now, I do want to do a very specific ritual. This is going to just spawn a little guy in. Let's go ahead and spawn one of these trees right here. I'm going to place the ritual right down here. And I think this allows me to perform a ritual. And what's going to happen? There we go. It turns that tree into a walker. And I believe we can go ahead and tell this to protect our base. So this guy should protect it. Now, I am going to need that wand of Dominion that I just made right here. And we can probably tell it, hey, stored entity. We can set its home here. So it is guarding this location. So yeah, right here, I can say, hey, this is your home. Guard my base. And it is going to do so. Look how cute it is. I guess we could probably have one of each tree type. That'd be pretty awesome. Now, I'm just so excited. I do want to show something else. So we're going to be getting into all of these, of course. That's my goal. But let's go ahead and make this. So this right here is a Wixie shard. We are actually going to make ourselves a familiar. So I should have enough. Let's go ahead and place all of these items on the enchanting apparatus. And I believe I got this from either a chest or some sort of mob drop of some sort. I believe I got it out of a chest or a reward. But this actually is normally obtained by, like it says, using a dispel. You basically use the dispel on a witch when it's at less than half health, and that will drop this. But let's go ahead and craft this thing. Oh, I love the animation on this though. It's so good. And this should give us a familiar, I believe. So there we go. We have a charm. And now I'm going to have to utilize this charm. Now to activate this thing, or to get it out of here, we have to use this on this and on a cauldron. And there we go. Right here. This is a Wixie. Yes. And this can be used to do automation, but it's just such a cool looking thing that I wanted to show it. There's a lot of cool mobs that are in this. And this particular one, like I said, is used for auto crafting. This will automatically craft items for you at the expense of source. And it says to obtain a Wixie shard, cast a dispel, blah, blah, blah. And this says they can be dyed. There's all kinds of cool stuff. It says to select an item for crafting while using a block on the Wixie cauldron. So the Wixie will automatically select the recipe from inventories and extract the materials. For example, you want to craft sticks, Wixie will mix planks. Actually, let's see if we can't get this to work. That'd be kind of cool. Let me grab this bottle of source because I believe it is going to require source in order to function. So there we go. It has source. Let's go ahead and say planks. That's kind of an interesting thing. So we can say a chest. And I don't know if it needs a crafting table, because it technically is that. Let's see, log. Let's go ahead and say, all right, here we have a chest. I believe we have to link this. No recipes found. Let's go ahead and try this. So recipe, I put that in there. As you can see, it's taking it out and it just crafted it. How cool is that? What? This mod is just too darn cool. Oh, I love this. Now, if you want to get this back, I believe you have to use the dispel enchant on these, or not the dispel spell in order to get this back. I do not currently have the dispel spell, but I will end up making this definitely before tomorrow's episode. So, guys, this is just a little bit of a taste. We're going to be diving really, really deep into ours and experimenting with some of this really cool stuff, because this mod has really come a long way since I first started playing around with it. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I hope you're excited for the episodes to come, as man, there is a lot still to do in this pack and just so many mods to kind of explore and play around with. So I can't wait to do that with you guys. Of course, I definitely want to give a huge thanks to the sponsor of today's video. And well, that is going to go to, let me get a text screen module. That is going to go to Ice Fox. Thank you so much for your amazing support, by the way, over on the Discord, becoming a Discord premium member, and of course supporting this community in the best way possible. Guys, thank you so much. Be sure to click that subscribe button if you did enjoy. We're getting very, very close to 550,000 subscribers. Absolutely mind-boggling. On our way to 1 million. Can't do it without you guys clicking that subscribe button. So be sure to do that, and also give this video a thumbs up. Comment something amazing down below if you did enjoy, and tell me what you're looking forward to. And guys, I'll see you in the next one. And as always, thanks for watching.